It was an option, but at the end we decided to stay here. We have everything here, and we prepare the team for the next 2 games before the international break.
And in terms of your squad, is this the most competition that you've had for places since you've been here in Manchester, in terms of making it difficult for you to pick a team?
Well, one of them. Yeah, when we arrive, you can make assigns, but you have players like all periods, and of course second season we change, the third and fourth not much, and of course every season we stay with the players that they want to stay. We want them stay. So yeah, it's really good.
But do you look at it and think this is the strongest set of players that I've had since I've been in Manchester?
It's one of them, yeah. But I will not say that previous seasons the team was not good or the squad was not good. So all the seasons, I never said differently. So every season I had an exceptional player. So no complaint. Okay. Good.
Hi Pep, Ian Beddoe, ISN TV. What are your thoughts on Bournemouth's start to the season, and where are their strengths in their team?
Well, we know each other quite well. For the fact is the same managers since 4 years ago. They had the same points as us. After two games, they went away in new promoted. It's always difficult to win a new promoted team in the first games of the season. And it's a team defending incredible well. The last games always was difficult because they set up deep with a 5-4-1 or 5-3-2. I don't know tomorrow, Sunday, Eddie is going to do. They attack really well the channels, set pieces. So always is that tough. There is always tough.
Hi Pep, Jonathan from Goal. Just on VAR, obviously it affects the strikers more than anything in terms of goals being disallowed, and someone like Gabriel Jesus had 2 goals disallowed this season, was sent off for Brazil after VAR. Have you spoken to them about trying to stay calm in those situations and how to deal with that?
Is calm?
Just stay calm when a goal is disallowed, particularly for a striker.
Guy, this is an emotional game when you score a goal in that way, and is this allowed? It what should be his reaction? So of course it's sad like everybody, but his reaction was normal and didn't do anything exceptional in that case. So I didn't see Raheem last season or in this case Gabriel being upset. So it was a goal. The reaction from Tottenham players show us that not even them know what was disallowed. So the reaction is goal and everybody celebrated, and even the Tottenham players accepted it was goal, and afterwards disallowed it, and the players of Tottenham said why they disallowed it, because they didn't know it. So at the end it's what it is, and the reaction in our players was normal. We had another chance after 1 minute with Raheem instead to shoot, control the ball. So we had another option.
But is there a danger it could affect players if they have a goal disallowed?
It happened in West Ham again. So it's work on that. So what happened? We have to move on, keep going. So it's done. So VAR decide that we have to accept it and move forward. We can complain and be sad in a short time, but after keep going.
Pep, Fred Caldeira, Esporte Interativo Brasil. Still on the VAR, Mohamed Salah said this week that sometimes the feeling is that VAR is too fair, like mistakes and errors are part of football and have always been. So I don't know if like you share this view, or like the sense of fairness and justice has been too altered after VAR.
Well, the reason why is to be more justice, to be more fair. It's the only reason I like VAR, and I think at the end it's going to happen. So that is the first season, and that's normally it's happened, but that is the sense of, because the VAR exists to be more fair, to justice, and help to the referees to the job. But if the VAR must be mistakes, it's better than do that. But I think at the end it's going to be right. So I had the same opinion. From the beginning, I support this technology. So at the end it's going to be well. But I think during the process going to adjust the best for this system.
Hi Pep, Sam Lee from The Athletic. The players chose David Silva as the captain for this season. And could you tell us what he's like in the dressing room around other players? What is he like as the captain?
Yeah, nice guy. He's a normal guy, like a lot of experience. He knows exactly what the team needs, what he has to do. So every captain is different than the other one because every person is. So personality. So I didn't say anything to David, and I'm not going to say anything because they have to do what he believes. So what is in the pitch of the pitch is the same as a captain.
Does it matter to you what kind of personalities the captain has?
No, because they choose. I'm not involved in that. So they have to choose the captain to represent the whole team. So it's the decision.
When it came to the Spurs game last week, you picked Ilkay Gundogan instead of David. Is there any particular reason for that? Is there any?
I said before, every weekend when all the squad is fit, it's going to have this question: why I choose Bernardo and not Riyad when Riyad was the best player in the previous weekend, not just in our game, all the Premier League. Why was not selected? So don't tell me the reason why I select another one, because I believe for that game is better. David can play against Tottenham, he can play with all the games, and Riyad as well. So it's what it is. I don't have nice alternative for the players that don't play.
Sorry to ask another question, but I don't think Andy's here. So are there any injuries this weekend?
No, if Andy is not here, I cannot answer this question. It's his job, it's not your job. Sorry, Sam.
Hiya, Pep. Is Alex Zinchenko fit tomorrow for Sunday? Because he had like a little thigh problem last weekend.
Yeah, he's fit. But it's a question for Andy.
And
No, he's fit. In training, good, perfectly. It was scrum after the game. It was so demanding game against Tottenham. We had, with a few preparation, those incredible tough games, and Liverpool and Tottenham, and the people at the end was tired. So if we were more clinical in the both boxes, the last 20 minutes would have been easy. But going to two in that position is always so demanding, and the games against top teams always physicality is tough. And today still we are not in the normal process to be games every 3 days, and everybody, the rhythm is already there, so it's normal. It was cramped, but it's okay.
how close is Cancelo to making a debut?
He can play. He's ready. I think he's understanding and training, and we talk a lot with him, and every training session he sees what we want in the meetings, in the videos analysis, and we do. But now 1 week, one game a week, the people have time to recover. But when they start now, can play tomorrow and Sunday, next week, and after international break come Champions League, Carabao Cup, and everybody will be involved. So, but the first feeling we have is really good. Paying attention, is incredible, professional, and a lot of quality with the ball.
Pep, if David Silva plays or is involved on Sunday, it'll be his 400th game for the club. Could you sum up his influence he's had during his time and what special talent he's been?
I admire a lot. What I admire the most is the fact when this kind of records are numbers. So when you to do 400 games means many years, many bad moments, many good moments, being there day by day, week by week, and I admire a lot. So you can make a good year, a good season, but almost 10 seasons here doing that. It's just incredible. Big congratulations. I think all the City fans, the supporters, me included, is a privilege, what he has done in this club, and hopefully the last season is going to be here. He can help us, to achieve, or at least be who he is, and play the way he want to play, and try to make him happy.
Hi Pep, Paul Hurst from the Times. Just going back to David, obviously you've worked with a lot of really good midfielders in your time. Is he one of the most kind of technically gifted players that you've worked with?
He's one of the most incredible, intelligent players, moving in the small spaces, which is the most difficult thing. With the space, everybody takes time, gives time, so you can take a right decision. But he's really good in the small spaces. It's one of the best I ever known. Yeah.
I think a lot of people, when he came to English football, thought he wouldn't kind of fit in. But
me included.
Is that kind of evidence that you can do it if you're...
Yeah,
You feel like?
But I think it's his character. It's not just the quality. He's moving small space. I think he's a huge competitor. In the training sessions, the games, in the field, in the bad moments, how he's react. He's a huge competitor.